For years now, Kevin De Bruyne has been Manchester City's best player. He has been their creative output, he's provided assists, goals, he's been magical, but he's now got an injury which we don't know when he's going to return from. Man City have a world-class striker like Erling Haaland who will score any chance he gets, but without Kevin De Bruyne, is he going to be getting as much as he should be? Without the best passer of the ball in world football, are Man City potentially in danger? That's the question I'm going to be trying to answer in this video. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and if you're old, welcome back. Now, of course, this video is a slight over-exaggeration. I'm not saying Man City will be fighting for relegation without Kevin De Bruyne, but I do think they are going to drop some silly points when they don't have that creative outlet. De Bruyne is going to be out for at least 4 months, and once he heals his injury, let's say it is 4 months, he's then going to have to build up fitness, get back to match sharpness. That's going to take another month or two, and by the time De Bruyne is fully fit and ready, it's going to be the end of the season. Then you also take into account Bernardo Silva's injury. We don't know when he'll be returning for that, so that's also worrying. He's probably City's second best creative outlet, so the creativity is going away. Riyad Mahrez was sold this year, and you have the players like Jack Grealish or Phil Foden, but they're not Bernardo Silva or Kevin De Bruyne. They're not on those two players' levels. Obviously, Man City are still an absolute machine, but without Kevin De Bruyne, without Bernardo Silva, John Stones is recovering from an injury. He'll probably be back in the next couple of weeks. You could probably argue Man City are a worse team than the one that finished last season. Yes, they've brought in Josko Gvardiol, Kovacic as well, but they've lost Gundogan. De Bruyne is out, Bernardo Silva's out, both from injury. That midfield isn't looking as strong as it was last year. Even if it is weaker, it's still a fantastic team, and I still think City are going to win the majority of games, but without Kevin De Bruyne, without Bernardo Silva, Haaland's not going to get as many chances. City might drop a few silly points, and then all of a sudden, a year that they looked like they were just going to easily win the title, it might turn into a title race. Going into the season, I thought Man City would have the title race wrapped up by December, January. They would have a 10-15 point lead, and how good they are, they weren't going to bottle it. I don't see that happening now. I do see City in the next 6 months dropping points in 3 or 4 really stupid games that brings other teams into the title race and gives them a potential chance, making things a lot harder for Manchester City without Kevin De Bruyne. But can Man City do the impossible and potentially replace Kevin De Bruyne? Well, some of the names that have been mentioned: Lucas Paqueta, West Ham's Brazilian midfielder who shined towards the end of last season but took a while to start going after his summer transfer move, was a potential target. Then it all of a sudden broke down as Paqueta was accused of gambling breaches. The next name on the list is Matheus Nunes, who Man City have reportedly submitted a €50 million bid. Honestly, this does surprise me. He's a good player, but I don't even think he's the best midfielder at Wolves. João Gomez is better, though he's more of a defensive player. So that one did surprise me. I've also seen Eze linked. I think that would be a good signing for Man City, but it looks like Crystal Palace wants €70 million, which is a little bit extreme. All of these players are going to cost a lot of money, and none of these players are Kevin De Bruyne, because that guy is on a completely different level to all of them, because he's the best midfielder in the world. He's on a completely different level to everyone. I still do think Man City are going to have to go for someone in the transfer market, because they are going to need a midfielder while De Bruyne is out. He might pick up another injury, and he is 32, so they are going to have to plan for the future. They need a short-term replacement and a long-term replacement. I think had Liverpool not got Alexis McAllister, I think that's who City would have gone for. I think he would have been a good replacement. He probably would have been better than any of the names I mentioned. So, do I think Man City are still going to win the league? Yes, I do, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it would have been if De Bruyne was fully fit. I think De Bruyne's injury opens the door to a potential title race, bringing in the likes of Arsenal, potentially Liverpool. And I think that's the only other 2 teams that can potentially battle. United don't look it. Chelsea look a bit dysfunctional. Still not really sure about Spurs. If Liverpool and Arsenal can keep consistent, get results, I do think then they can battle Manchester City, who might drop some points due to the fact they don't have their best player in their team for half the season. And I'm saying this even if Manchester City bring in a replacement, because they're not going to be Kevin De Bruyne, are they? I think the Champions League they'll do fine. They'll get through the group stages, and De Bruyne will hopefully be back for the latter stages when they'll really need him. Same thing with the FA Cup. I don't think they care that much about the League Cup. It's the Premier League that really could be in jeopardy. 4 in a row could be in trouble, because I do think De Bruyne's injury opens the gate for a potential title race, and Man City could potentially be in danger. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think Man City are in trouble with Kevin De Bruyne's injury, or do you think I'm completely waffling and they'll be just fine? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new and you want to support the channel that Expert more. Feel free to become a channel member. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.